Jenny Beth Martin is a co-founder of the Tea Party Patriots. Her group held a telephone forum with Mitt Romney, Newt Gingrich, and Rick Santorum this past weekend. Ms. Martin, thanks very much for being with us. Appreciate your time.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You said after the South Carolina primary that Newt Gingrich's victory there was a victory for the Tea Party. Bill McCollum from the Gingrich campaign tonight said that Mitt Romney has snubbed the Tea Party in Florida. Do you think that's true?
I said in South Carolina that Newt's victory was a victory for the Tea Party because there were so many people in South Carolina involved in the Tea Party supporting him. And what we've seen in Florida and what we saw in our teleforum on Sunday night is that Mitt Romney, Santorum, and Newt Gingrich, all three, are embracing the values and the issues we've been talking about for the last almost 3 years.
So you don't have any preference between those candidates? You don't see that any of them indicates a Republican establishment vote that the Tea Party would be looking to overturn?
I think that all of them have their pros and their cons, and that we're going to have to see how the whole process plays out. But they're all promising to cut the federal spending, and all three of them did that on our call the other night, which is good for us because we feel like the federal government is spending way too much money.
Republican candidates sort of always promise to cut federal spending. The difference is, as the Tea Party movement, I think, has adequately pointed out, is that there's been some distance between that rhetoric and the reality of Republicans once they are in office. If you're liking their promises, what makes the Tea Party any different than the Republican base who always gets promised that every 4 years?
You know, that is a brilliant question. And the fact of the matter is they're promising to do this, but we've learned our lesson. We don't trust any of them. Even if, no matter what they say, we're nailing them down on their promises right now, and then we're going to hold them accountable once they get in office. Because we've seen, even when the Republicans controlled everything in the early 2000s, the spending still went up, the deficit went up, and the debt increased, and we can't continue to do that. We don't want to see our country go the way of Greece. I don't think anyone in America wants that, and we need solutions.
Is there, I guess it surprises me to hear you say that you don't trust any of them. Is there anybody who you wish would still be in the race or would have gotten into the race who you would trust implicitly? Are there any Republicans who you think have earned that?
No, I really don't trust any politicians at this point. First, they're all fallible. They're all human. And second, if we don't keep our eye on them and watch them all the time, they've shown time after time they'll take the money, they'll take the power, and they'll run. And they'll completely ignore the American people.
Jenny Beth Martin of the Tea Party Patriots. Last time we tried to talk to you on a primary night, we lost you because of some crazy technical difficulty. I'm really glad we got you back tonight. Thank you for talking with us. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.